Welcome back to All Things Honor. It has been a hot minute, but we're back. I've been so busy on Thursdays, but we're here and we are reviewing episode number 32 of Ring of Honor. I am your host. I'm Kimmy, and we have a lot to talk about because Ring of Honor programming has been quite interesting since we've last spoke about it. So, here we go. We start off with our brand new champion, Eddie Kingston, and it's right after his match with Shibata at Wrestle Dream, and he says that him and Shibata have gone through a war. He's trying to bring the New Japan style to America, and he doesn't really know what's next. And he has all these people going after him, but he's more focused on treating himself after his hard grueling match against Shibata. And tomorrow or tonight on Rampage, there's a number one contenders match. And I have such a problem with this because all four of those people don't compete in Ring of Honor. But they're gonna fight for the Ring of Honor world title. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, whatever makes sense. But to kick off the action, we have Athena versus Layla Hirsch. I was actually quite upset this match didn't main event because this is one of the only storylines we have going right now in Ring of Honor. And since it was the only title match we had, I thought it would main event, but it did not. But this match was so good. It literally could have been on a pay-per-view, and I thought they were going to actually save it for Final Battle, but it looks like they might be going with Athena and Billy Starks. Athena reaches 40-0 in Ring of Honor competition. She is the only woman to do so. And Athena's looking to beat down Layla Hirsch when the match is over. And Billy Stark's like, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it. And she actually listens. So maybe Athena has a heart after all. Maria Kanellis is watching on the match, and Athena looks at her, is like, go clean up my mess. And Maria's like, you're not ready, Layla. You're just not ready. So I'm intrigued to see where that partnership is going to go. Maybe Layla's going to listen to Maria more now, and maybe Layla gets a future title shot at Final Battle if they're going to keep the minion training going till December. I don't really know, but I really, really like this. This was really good. Next, we have a Christopher Daniels and Rocky Romero promo. Romero says that without Daniels, he would have never had the opportunity he's had to compete in Ring of Honor, and Daniels says Romero is one of the best in the world, but he hopes to beat Romero to get on track for the TV championship. We're still talking about the TV championship with Christopher Daniels, and Daniels also made a Curryman reference, so my Impact heart was very happy. Then we had Josh Woods versus Tyler Payne. It was a squash match. To me, I don't know why Woods just didn't wrestle Shibata at Wrestle Dream. I thought that would have made more sense, and then Woods would have won the pure title at Wrestle Dream, but maybe they're waiting till December for Final Battle to do that. Not really sure, but squash match. Love that. Next, we have the highly anticipated Rocky Romero versus Christopher Daniels match. And look, I understand that CD is looking to wrap up his in-ring career and transition to backstage full time. But why is this man wrestling on TV every week? Like, there's so many other superstars who are not being used on multiple different AEW programming, but CD can have a full-fledged storyline and also wrestle every week. Like, how does that make sense? I don't get it. Regardless, this match was really good. Romero and Daniels are obviously two people who actually coach wrestlers now, so you know they're gonna put on a good match. But Romero keeps racking up wins, so maybe he'll be the next to wrestle Samoa Joe. Has anyone seen Samoa Joe? He's trapped in AEW world. Can we have the Ring of Honor champions please come back to Ring of Honor? I know that's what I want, and maybe the 10 other people that report on Ring of Honor, that's what we want. Next, we have a Dalton Castle promo, and he's having a mini mental breakdown. It literally is a representation of me, and I loved that. He's saying that his heart is racing 12 million miles a minute, and he feels the pressure of the fans. He knows that when he's on TV, the ratings goes up, so he has to find a way to get on TV more. He was wearing a plain white t-shirt, and he just kept saying that him wearing a plain white t-shirt wasn't getting him on TV. It was so funny. Literally, Dalton Castle, great, amazing. He's one of the only people also on Ring of Honor TV every week. Give him a damn title, because our champions are nowhere to be found. Does anyone know where the six-man titles are? I don't know where they are either. Next, we have Fred Rosser versus Scorpio Sky. For those who don't know, that's Darren Young, who was in WWE, one half of the Primetime Players. And I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Rosser come back to Ring of Honor. He's really built up his reputation and his wrestling style since he left WWE. He was in New Japan for a little bit. I believe he's actually still there. This was a great back and forth. It was a lot better than I expected. I didn't think the match was going to be that good. Scorpio Sky goes to 2-0. And listen, if you're not going to use him on any AEW programming and you're going to build him up a Ring of Honor, I love that. Keep doing that. Next, we have a 6-woman tag match. We have Willow Nightingale, Sky Blue, and Kiera Hogan, which I'm loving that partnership. I call them Team Blue because they, Sky Blue, Kiera Hogan has the blue hair, and then Willow's also always wearing like blue gear when she teams with them, versus Lady Frost and the Renegades. So Nightingale and Blue have the dark makeup on to kind of play off of the storyline they're in with Julia Hart since they were both sprayed by the mist. So a heel turn is coming soon for them. I don't really know when because I know she's taking time off because I think she's getting married this week or next week. And then her and Lee Johnson are going on their honeymoon. I really don't know where this partnership is leading, and I don't know. I don't know where this is leading, but it was fun. Seeing the Renegades on TV every week is also really cool, and also seeing Lady Frost. Sign her. I don't know if she's signed, but if she's not signed, sign her. She's very good, and she can help the women's division a lot. So this was fine. The faces pick up the win. Can't wait to see what's next for Nightingale and Blue. Infantry promo. The infantry have really grown on me. I remember when we first started, I was like, the infantry, I hate this team. I love them now. They're so good. So the infantry, they're ready for their matches tonight. They say that even though Maria got involved last week, they're ready to defeat a team like TMDK to prove that they're one of the best tag teams in Ring of Honor. Adora is ready to prove herself against Billy Starks to show why she should be taken more seriously in the Ring of Honor women's division. And I agree. I love Adora. She's great. Now we have another squash. Ethan Page versus Invictus Cash. Yay, squash matches. Tony Nese and Mark Sterling promo. They say that carbs is the reason why Washington is apparently the #1 state that has diabetes. I don't know how true that is, but whatever. And Nese is gonna get this bread and win his match later on with Kojima. Now we have TMDK, my faves, versus the infantry. Now, I'm such a big fan of TMDK, so I was actually really excited when I saw earlier this week that they were going to be wrestling on Ring of Honor. And I was a little surprised that they won because it seemed like we were building the infantry up to a future tag team match. And I know the tag team division right now, we don't know what's happening because of Adam's injury. So I don't know how much longer MJF's going to be defending those tag titles, just him, which is why I was even more shocked that they lost to the Righteous this weekend. But it was good. It was fun. I don't know why TMDK won. They were only there because of Wrestle Dream. So yeah, yay for TMTK. I mean, I was happy just storyline wise. That doesn't make sense. Ethan Page promo. He says he hopes everyone is watching him on Ring of Honor. He feels like Ring of Honor has given him the best competition. He hopes to have more. I don't really know why he said that because he's been in squash matches for the past month, but okay, Ethan. And he calls out Eddie Kingston and says that when he feels like he is at 100%, he will be ready. So that probably means that at Final Battle, it's going to be Kingston versus Page. I'm very excited for that match. And I kind of hope that Ethan Page wins. I'm sorry for the Eddie Kingston fan. It makes more sense. I'm sorry. Now we have Tony Nese versus Kojima. Nese gets on the mic and says that the last time he was in Washington, he was wrestling their hometown hero, obviously alluding to Bryan Danielson, and also adds that Bryan Danielson is overrated. He keeps trashing on bread until Kojima comes out. Kojima says he loves bread, and Nese was like, well, we could tell. Fat joke. And then he stomps on a loaf of bread. Washington, Kojima, boo Nese, and bread chants throughout the entire match. Only in Ring of Honor, I swear. The one thing I really do like about things like Wrestle Dream and Forbidden Door is that it lets people from New Japan come and get showcased on Dynamite or Rampage or Collision or even Ring of Honor. So I was really excited to see Kojima. He gets the win here. This was another pay-per-view caliber matchup since Nese has really moved to Ring of Honor. So good. Really honing on his own. I know he loses all of the time, but his character work is second to none. And one day he'll get the win. Maybe. Hopefully. Hopefully. Next, we had my favorite thing on Ring of Honor programming. It's minion training. I love these segments. They're so funny. It is it's the best thing. Like to me, you should just be watching Ring of Honor for the minion training segments. Unlike the first one, this was more of like an office style version where like there were things going on in the background. They were interviewing everybody, and it's keep doing these. The fact that you have Lexi Nair getting involved is even more better. And the fact that Starks got punished and she had to go into Tony Khan's office and yell that Willow sucks. Chef's kiss. Absolutely amazing. Now, speaking of Billy Starks, it's her versus Trish Adora, and the partnership between Athena and Starks is also really, really good, and I like it. It's a great way to bring Billy in to Ring of Honor. Athena, she's blowing her whistle on the outside. She's yelling at Starks like a proud mom watching their kid in a sports competition. Starks and Adora are also two of the best that Ring of Honor Women's Division has, so you knew this match was going to be really good. Starks gets the win, and Athena says that this is the Stark she wants to see, but she has to hit the stairs. More cardio, Billy. Way more cardio. Lee Johnson, Darius Martin next. So the interesting thing was Martin came out without Andretti. Very weird. Don't know if maybe Andretti couldn't come to TV this week, but they didn't mention it on commentary, but just something I noticed. Shane Taylor Promotions was watching us. They continued to scout Lee Johnson. This match was fine. Martin went 2-0 in singles competition, and Johnson's just looking for a win. Maybe joining Shane Taylor Promotions can help him do that. I really hope he joins Shane Taylor Promotions. It gives him something to do. And yeah, I guess we're just waiting for Dante to come back so Top Flight can do some tag team stuff. Maybe that's what they're waiting for. Maybe they're waiting for Top Flight, both of them to get cleared to beat MJF. I really hope not, because I don't know how long Dante's going to be out. And it was just real today that Adam has to go through 2 surgeries, which sucks. So I hope he feels better. And if you guys know me, you know my friendship with Brent Adam. So I really do hope that he feels better. It sucked. I was there live and I saw it. It's horrible. Anyway, now we have this 4-corner tag team match between the Workhorsemen, the Iron Savages, and Carter and Garrison and Moriarty and Taylor. And I hate when they do this because this is just a way to get everybody on the episode. There's too much action to keep up with. And although it made sense because all 4 teams are on kind of like a winning streak, and maybe this was like a number 1 contenders match, but I don't see MJF ever going on Ring of Honor TV, so I don't know when and how this is happening. It's probably not going to be on Ring of Honor TV. It's probably going to be on Collision or Rampage. But yeah, there was just too much going on, and just a mess. Shane Taylor Promotions gets the win, so that tag team title match may be coming soon. Hopefully, makes sense. Just don't know when. MJF is very caught up in the Bullet Club Gold stuff right now. In our main event, I was so mad about this. So our main event was Gringo Loco, Angelico, and Serpentico versus Gravity Commander Metalik. I don't understand why this was the main event because this again no one in this match is going somewhere unless you're going to tell me that Gravity Commander Metalik are going to beat the Hung Bucks for the 6-man titles. And since you're not going to tell me that, this match literally did not need to main event. This should have been the opener, and then Athena and Layla Hirsch should have main evented because again, there's a storyline there. It's a title match. I don't get it. The faces get the win. It was okay. It went like 8 minutes, but still title match should have main evented. I don't know why they did that. And yeah, I mean, wrestling wise, this episode was really good. The wrestling keeps on getting better, but we have the same problems. Champions are nowhere to be found, lack of storylines, and random matches that are leading to nowhere. So hopefully next week gets better. And that's it for me. And I will see you guys next week because we're back full time now, guys. And I will see you guys next week as we review episode number 33.